Good morning, creatives. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Linda Abbott, Senior Architectural Design Consultant for Stone Hardscapes. With over 20 years working with natural stone, I collaborate with architects, landscape architects, and designers during the design phase of a project to ensure that the material being specified is the most appropriate type of stone, finish, thickness, and size to accommodate the design intent of the project. Let's take a dive into this month's topic, 2023 Year in Review and 2024 Trend Forecast. We strive to be as transparent as possible by educating our clients on the various stone options, as well as provide the pros and cons of each type of material when helping to specify the most appropriate stone. Not every stone is suitable for every project's design. Today's goals will be color trend rewind, material trends and functionality, and what's ahead for 2024. Goal number 1, color trend rewind. The trend of white marble has been the hottest look for several years now, prevalent in many kitchens and bathrooms, and it's been the hottest renovation color in the last 5 years. Almost every interior designer selected white cabinets and countertops for these spaces. The trend was modern, clean, and minimalistic. The key to creating a seamless flow from inside to outside is easy to do when you have the right type of stone to complement the project's design. The goal is to combine your interior and your exterior space in a harmonious way, the white craze. The popularity of white marble has been soaring since about 2019. Not to disappoint, the trend continued in 2023, where white was the hottest color to reckon with. Here's a great example of an exterior pool deck in sandblasted marble that paired beautifully with the interior space I just showed you. We've been manufacturing different shades of white to gray marble in various finishes for exterior application to complement the white hot interior trend that has been all the rage. Here's an example of a light gray marble pool deck with hints of white throughout. Can you envision the interior of this home with Carrara marble countertops in the kitchen and white cabinetry, and then walking outside to this natural stone Bianca Riccara leathered pool deck? What a lovely transition from interior to exterior, don't you think? Here's a quarry photo of our team overseas selecting blocks for another production run. As you can see from the quarry photo, there are other colors found within these blocks of stone that we separate out to create this unique color selection from. I wanted to share this photo with you to show the gray undertones that keep this material from being too stark white in the sunlight. All the clients were coming in, I want white, 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 but they don't realize that white can be blinding in the sun. Many of you remember cool decking that was all the rage back in the day as a pool deck finish. White was a popular cool decking color, and it was super bright on the eyes. Do you recall? Bianca Riccara is truly that perfect color when you want a white pool deck, but you don't want it to be blinding without having to wear sunglasses every time you step out into your pool deck. So the timeline, the evolution of the warmth starts to begin. In late spring, early summer, the trend of the white was still on par. However, we started to notice that the accessories to white were becoming warmer. The introduction of organic materials, such as the warmth of wood, shown here in the tongue and groove ceiling under the covered patio on the upper right. The furniture in a darker color palette was starting to come on board. This also will warm up the space. If everything is white, it will only feed into that antiseptic hospital look that will give a cold feeling to the space. Artificial turf brought both texture and color into the space. That became more on par for this year. And then we also saw a turn from the stark white natural stone paver to have more color movement and depth with warmer undertones of gray and undertones of beige. So that also came about. The pool design shape remained more rectangular this year, as it's been, while the stone color trend changed from that stark white to a more creamier base, a warmer white to light beige. Cremabella marble in both the tumbled finish and sandblasted finish remain the forefront of the perfect paver color to blend with a variety of design concepts in both residential as well as commercial project designs. Cremabella Sandblasted was the perfect choice for this luxury boutique hotel overlooking the Long Island Sound. The sandblasted finish creates the most slip resistance of all the marble finishes to provide the best grip underfoot. This is a great finish for all commercial pool decks. The majority of the marble pavers we manufacture can be produced in both the sandblasted finish by request if it's not an option already. Please keep in mind that opting for the sandblasted finish will change the overall look of the stone, which I'll show you shortly, which brings us to our next goal. Goal number 2, material trends and functionality. The trend in color is leaning towards the cream undertones that are complemented with gray. The cream and gray combination create a warmth and coziness to the space. So you'll start to see a combination of beiges and grays on trend while the stark white is being pushed out. So we're going to lean more towards the greige color. The Cremabella Extreme Grip creates a softness and warmth to the space. As shown here, this color is perfect if your design intent calls for a serene and calm environment. This outdoor oasis faces east, so the decision to use a stone with a cream base was a good choice. This will eliminate the possibilities of having too much glare and brightness on sunny South Florida days. Our finishes for exterior application. The trend in texture is definitely on the rise. There are a few great options in material finishes for marble pavers that we manufacture for exterior applications in wet areas, which all pass the slip coefficient of friction testing for both commercial as well as residential projects. Each finish creates a different texture that in turn either accentuates the beauty within the natural stone or it mutes out the overall true color of the stone. The tumbled finish has been the popular choice for exterior natural stone pavers for over 20 years because really it's been the only finish for exteriors that passed the slip coefficient of friction testing for exterior spaces. Now that we have developed new finishes that pass the slip co testing, the leathered and sandblasted finishes have become super popular. Here's an example of our ocean blue marble in 2 different finishes. The leathered finish shows more of the stone's natural color because the process includes a sandblasting the material first, and then it goes through a light brushing process to create the beautiful texture and that leathered finish on the stone. If you have the right mixture of texture, shape, and natural light, this will create an inviting space. Introducing shade and subtle variations in tone will enhance the overall design of the project by bringing in depth. So depending on the project, you would choose the finish that fits the best. Here's a video of the leathering process where the sandblasted material is undergoing the second phase of finishing, the brushing process that will create that leathered finish. results of the leathered finishing process looks like this after installation. This finish has a lovely texture that is hard to show in photographs, but you can see and feel the difference in person. The leathered marble finish is one of the most popular finishes for interior countertops, as well as exterior pool deck finishes. Take a look at these two pool decks. The Bianca Biacella in the leathered finish has a distinct veining pattern that you can visually see, whereas the sandblasted version of it mutes out the top of the stone and creates a monochromatic look to the overall project's design. Notice how white and muted the gray veining appears in the extreme grip version of the Bianca Biacella. Which one do you like? Texture is not only popular with pavers. Since the pandemic, we are noticing more of an overwhelming increase in textured materials. Clients want to touch and feel fabrics and gravitate towards accessories that have a textured feel and look to them. The increase in nature-inspired materials, such as stone furniture, textured wood pieces, and textiles are all on the rise. The fluted wood table and the two cabinets shown on the upper right brings texture into the space, while the vein-cut travertine table on the left brings in an organic, earthy feel with subtle texture to the space. With natural stone, there are a variety of textures that are available for wall application. The benefits of natural stone for vertical application is timeless. The material can be installed vertically in a variety of custom sizes for small to large slab form for both interior and exterior application. Notice the fluted pieces, the pieces that look rocky and heavy. That look is great for an exterior facade. You never have to worry about the material fading because natural stone never fades from the sun. It's going to be forever, and it is a timeless look. Hotels are adding texture as seen on this indoor pool area shown on the bottom left, while exterior buildings are creating texture like you see on the upper right. The trend for textures continues through 2024 for sure. Natural face walls at this indoor cafe create a unique appeal, don't you think? Look how beautiful that looks and so unique and different. While the trend for earth tone colors for interiors are on the rise, it's only fitting to have the cohesive flow from interior to exterior. Popular paver choices will also be in that earth tone color family. Let's check out the next slide that an exterior like this would blend nicely with. Imagine an interior design such as this blending with the last slide. Trends for kitchens are shifting from that stark white on white that has been popular much longer than it really should have been, and now is beginning to start to go towards the blonde woods. So the earth tone travertine colors from ivory to country classic to even walnut will be a lovely complement. Notice the textured backsplash too, by the way. Texture seems to be on trend in a variety of places. Hotel-inspired interiors. For a spa-like sanctuary, this is on trend for a casually luxurious retreat. For interior spaces, the trend is hotel-inspired. For residential projects, and in bathrooms, the floating vanities and backlit mirrors are starting to increase with home renovations and new builds alike. Mood-enhanced spaces. Doesn't this seem moody? Mood-enhanced spaces using darker materials and pairing them with lighter wood tones to soften the scene creates a timeless look with bold, edgy features and a touch of elegance altogether. What exterior do you envision stepping out to from this space? Here's what I envision stepping out into. One of the newest colors that we're manufacturing, Crema Nova, available in both the extreme grip as well as the leathered finish. It's a light cream-based color that blends seamlessly with a variety of design concepts. I see this on the forecast of many designers' color palettes due to its beautiful leather texture and soft movement of the stone. This color can also be customized as a tile in various finishes and sizes that would create a timeless interior flooring design choice. Definitely a great choice for hotel interiors and exteriors. What do you think? To sum it up, texture is taking the center stage in 2024 with more natural inspired textures. You will see this in wood, stone, and fabrics, adding warmth and coziness to interior and exterior spaces. The warmth of the natural rustic textures can be implemented in so many different design concepts, from mid-century to modern to boho to farmhouse to Gothic revival. Introducing these elements immediately creates character and coziness to a space. The color palette for interiors is a warm beige, not to confuse it with the yellow color. It's more of a mushroom beige, a color that will complement the creams and gray tones that I mentioned being on the rise for 2024. So embrace the beiges, baby, because it's back. They are back. They're not boring, with the introduction of beautiful textured materials for both interiors and exteriors. Questions. With so many different options in paving materials available, whether man-made or natural, stone hardscapes can help you choose the best materials for your design. We're here to help you make the specification process easy, as well as bring your designs to fruition with both function and beauty. I hope this designer talk was both inspirational and informative to you for 2024. If you have any questions at all about today's topics or would like to discuss an upcoming project, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We always welcome your feedback on topic suggestions as well. So please let me know what you're interested in hearing about, and I'd love to share that on these webinars. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me today for this month's Designer Talk. And it's the last one for 2023. Where did this year go? Time has flown. And when you love what you do, you don't even realize how fast it flies. Until next time, stay healthy, stay creative. Thanks a lot. Happy Thanksgiving. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, have a Happy New Year, and I'll see you on the other end. Have a great one, guys.